What's up, guys? It's Select Screen here. Sorry for the delay, but man, we are going to take a look at this Venom trailer today. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Our recent subscribers, again, our latest subscriber is Yoshi Meister. Shout out to Yoshi Meister. Really appreciate that. If you want to leave a tip on this video, please check out above. It's player.me/select screen #tip. And if you'd like to join our Patreon where you can get amazing gifts, you can check that out as well. I'm going to bring in a special guest. Do you want to come? You don't want to come and do a live with us? Jumpin' Jubilee's here. Oh, she said she's just getting something to eat. Okay. Well, Jumpin' Jubilee's here. Shout out to Jumpin' Jubilee. We love and appreciate her as well. Guys, we are going to check out this Venom trailer. I'm going to tell you again, I've already seen it, and I just want to give you my thoughts. This is more of a reaction to how to make it better, how to make it worse. It's more of a my thoughts kind of video, okay? Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think of it. Either on any of these social media things down here. We got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got Twitter, we got Instagram, we got Twitch. Hit us up there. Let us know what you think of the Venom trailer. And let me say this. Let me give you just a quick brief history of Venom. Venom is an alien symbiote that comes traditionally from outer space, depending on the story. Bonds with Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man gets rid of him using sonic waves, or a big bell tower if you've seen Spider-Man 3 or the Spider-Man cartoon. And from there, that symbiote attaches to basically the exact opposite person of Peter Parker, who is Eddie Brock. And Eddie Brock has been down on his luck. The symbiote tells Eddie that Peter is Venom, and they both want to get revenge on him, and that's how Venom kind of comes to be. Venom eventually becomes an anti-hero, even working with Spider-Man at one point in time to fight other symbiotes, specifically Carnage. And yeah, that's like super brief kind of history on him. He is my favorite Spider-Man villain ever. I love Venom. I grew up watching the 90s cartoon. That's how I was exposed to Spider-Man. Venom is by far my favorite villain because, again, he is the exact opposite of Peter. He is what Peter could have been if he didn't have Uncle Ben with him. So that is very, very interesting. Spider-Man 3, for my taking, I'm one of the strange people that I thought Spider-Man 3 was okay. With the exception of, I know they said they shoehorned in Venom. I felt like they shoehorned in Sandman. I feel like if you take Sandman out of that movie and make that movie specifically just about Venom and Spider-Man, that could have been a better movie. But yeah, so this movie, to give you an idea, is straight up just about Venom without Spider-Man as far as we know. It looks like they're kind of going more the Ultimates route, where Venom is, or the symbiote is created in a lab. So there is some comic book references for that. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get into the trailer. We'll watch it one time through, and then I'll kind of break down what I like, what I don't like, or what makes me a little bit nervous from there. All right, so here we go. This is Venom. Check it out. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not coming up. Let's try it again. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. We're live. Let's try that again. You guys can hear it, but you can't see it. Let's try it again. There we go. There we go. All right. Here we go. Venom trailer. Let's go. Mm-hmm. In association with Marvel. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So there we go. Tom Hardy as Venom. Um, yeah, I didn't do a lot of commentary because, like I said, I wanna break this down with you guys here for a minute, and again, do something a little bit different on this video because, again, this is my favorite villain or anti-hero, I guess, as they're seeing in the trailer. So let's back it up here for a minute, and first and foremost, I guess let's start with the things that the internet and I don't like about this trailer. Okay, um, um, we'll get the negatives out of the way. First and foremost, it looks like there's a crash there. There's some kind of crash, and maybe the symbiote does still come from outer space, which is cool. But that brings up the first problem here, right? The first problem is the reason that the Venom suit or the Venom symbiote, and keyword symbiote there, has similar powers to Spider-Man, is because it attached to Spider-Man. So in this, if it doesn't attach to Spider-Man, why would it look similar? You know, the eyes and everything. Why would it look like Spider-Man? Um, that may be a mystery in the movie that could be explained, but from the trailer, you can see how fans would be like, wait, okay, so why? And mystery is good, don't get me wrong. Let's move on. The symbiotes in multiple canisters, that's another thing that I kind of got a weird feeling about because originally, again, there's one symbiote. It starts out, as far as we know, and again, stories vary, but you know, it's just Venom. And then they duplicate. And again, this could be later in the movie. This guy, the problem with this trailer, and if Sony, if you're watching this, awesome. The problem with this trailer is we don't know. You're leaving a lot of things up to guesstimation. Like, for half of this trailer, we have no idea who this guy is. And they say his name at the end. And I want to go back to this. In association with Marvel, that's different this time because, again, Marvel's working with Sony now. So that's interesting to see what that Sony Marvel did. He says, Tom Hardy, okay, for me, the biggest role that I've seen Tom Hardy in is The Dark Knight Rises. Right, he's Bane. Gotham's reckoning. Um, so we know that he does not have an American accent, if you will, and this takes place on the West Coast. This is California. I think it's San Francisco specifically, which is great. I mean, that's where Lethal Protector, the comic book, happened. But the accent isn't coming off right, even though I feel like Tom Hardy is the right person for this role. I really do. I feel like his build, his look, it works. That works. But the accent and some of the language is a little unnerving. Like, you're working for the bad guys. It's like, ooh, kind of cringeworthy. That's right out of the comics. He's a reporter. Normally, he's just down on his luck reporter. He normally works at the Daily Bugle. So that's interesting. They're trying to make Eddie interesting, and I get that. That line right there. But you suck. It's just like if Arnold Schwarzenegger played Venom. Like, you suck. You suck. Like, it's corny. Oh gosh, that is probably the worst part about this trailer right there. Symbiotes. We call them symbiotes. Now, I don't understand if that's. I do understand if that's just her accent, but everyone who loves Venom, the reason that people are so fanatical on the internet about this right now is because we love Venom, right? And we want this to be right, because we had the guy from that '70s show play Venom last time, and it wasn't good. Tom Hardy can be good, but everything around this movie is just adding up to be bad again. Symbiotes. It's not symbiotes. It's symbiotes. It's how you. It's the details, and that's what Marvel Studios does so good. Symbiotes, not symbiotes. It's the little things. Carlton Drake. So we finally figure out who he is. Symbiote again. Could one of these people be Venom? Could one of them be Sheik? Probably. I like this. We'll go through the likes in a second, but the goons. Very interesting that, again, he's using the tentacles. Um, Again, there's two schools of thought with Venom. The Venom that I grew up knowing, again, he has the powers of Spider-Man, to a T. Like, he's immune to the spider sense, so Spider-Man never sees him coming, and he's super strong, and then he shoots webbing. That's a big thing. He is similar to the original Spider-Man trilogy in the movies. He can shoot webbing organically, so he actually shoots it out of the top of his hands instead of the traditional Spider-Man. Recently, and I mean that in like the last 10 years, they've done this thing where he's, the liquid-y look to him, and these tentacles that you're seeing there are like his power. So, like, the tentacles will come out and smack people and stuff like that. Um, and that's okay. See how he's the acting. Now, the other unnerving thing here is we're not seeing a lot of Venom. And I get, again, they're trying to save the big reveal here till the end. But people were already nervous about not seeing enough Venom in this movie. There's a rumor going on right now that Venom's only in the third act of the movie. and it's looking that way. Everything's Eddie focused, and that's okay. But we want a lot of Venom in this movie, not just the tentacles popping out. You know, him riding a motorcycle, that's not the action sequence I want to see with Venom. Boom. That's what we want to see. That should be in the first act of the movie. Like, they should get through this, you know, the accident or whatever they're going to do it. He gets it. Move on. And let's go. Now the other question and the other thing that I have a problem with this movie is, who is the bad guy of this movie? You know what I'm saying? We've seen other people that are being experimented on. And again, I get that the focus is on, we want to show the symbiote for the first time, which should have been done in the teaser. But again, we don't have enough information. It just looks like Eddie Brock is following some random guy. He makes him mad and somehow gets the symbiote on him, and then he attacks some people. Like, that's why there's a problem. The people who are editing the trailer, which may not be an accurate representation of the movie, it's got people apprehensive. I'm very apprehensive because when I heard, again, Tom Hardy being cast in this, I had high expectations. We still don't know who Woody Harrelson's going to be, but we need more. This is when you have a movie that has maybe some negative press, especially in the first trailer when we didn't see Venom at all. You've got to come out with a bang, especially on that second trailer. If you think back to Black Panther, the original Iron Man, all of those trailers, you knew what was going on in the movie. Not giving it away, but you knew, dude, like, this dude's got a black cat suit, he's bulletproof, he's dangerous, and he's trying to save his country. Like, we knew that. Here it's like Venom's fighting somebody, and we're going to see him at the end. So that's enough of the negatives. Let's get into the positives, what I do like about this trailer. And we'll go through one last time. I love the logo. I think the logo looks dope. I won't pause and play too much. Again, if it's a crash site here, I like that it should come from an alien source. I like the look of the symbiote. Boy, this guy rides motorcycles. To me, he's really got the look. I think he really is nailing that. I wish he was even bigger, but I mean, that's fine. You suck. That's gonna be my meme, is you suck. Okay, we're looking for things that we like. Again, I'm trying to see if there's any spoilers in there. Nothing that I'm seeing. It's pretty kind of on the nose. I do like this. I like that the symbiote, however he gets it on him and gets in him, like, it makes him really sick. The voice. Eddie. Man, that's the first thing that I absolutely love about it. I think Tom Hardy, as much as he's not nailing the English accent, he's nailing the voice. And those of you, again, we play a lot of games on this channel. You've probably seen that we talked about the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite voice of Venom, and there was no different voice when, you know, the symbiote takes over him. I love that. I love that they're distinguishing. Venom sounds different than Eddie, which he really should. Again, the tentacle things, that's cool. And it looks good. That's the thing. It looks good. Why would we do that? That's a big character thing with Venom. As he's taking, as they're coming together, we are Venom. There's not Eddie. That would be a great line in the movie. There's no more Eddie. There's no more symbiote. It's we are Venom. Um, I love that. Now maybe the thing about that, it sounds like maybe they're cutting the voice, so maybe that's why it just kind of seems kind of corny. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna take that back. But listen to Venom here. That sounds great. I like that they're going with the anti-hero. Now this, the growing, I love that because again, Venom's he's huge. He's huge, and even though Hardy is not extremely tall like Venom, I love that he's going to grow in height, literally in height. I'm going to run that back one more time. Notice how he gets literally bigger. That's great. The other thing is historically, that's the way the costume comes on him. It's like eating Eddie. Looks great. And again, the overall look, they finally nailed the look of Venom. I really like this. He's obviously scowling here. I would like the eyes to be a little bit bigger, even more. But the teeth, they went all the way in with the tongue. Um, and Venom's hard, I think, to do in live action because he doesn't have lips per se. Um, it's just this open mouth. Um, that looks awesome. It really, really does. One thing that I'm noticing here, if you look, and I'm going to use, hopefully you guys can see my mouse. If you look at the rest of his body, in certain iterations of Venom, his veins, you can see his veins are white, and the veins actually make up the spider-looking symbol or the Venom symbol. I'd be interested to see because again, we don't get a full body look at him. We get this is the most important part. His face is the most important part that they nail. Um, but he needs to have that logo. That logo is important. Um, so great job on that. Again, I like what they're doing with the text and stuff like that. They did a really good job there. There's still hope for this movie, is what I'm ultimately getting at. There is still hope for this movie. It's just an uphill battle. Um, I think it's going to come in um, very low. I would be surprised if they don't do some reshoots and bring in Spider-Man now with with the press that's going on. Um, the story could still be good. Again, this might be early cuts. Hopefully, they can retool some things. But there's still hope for Venom. It can still happen. So anyway, just want to say thank you guys for tuning into the video. Uh, make sure to check out the Patreon or leave a tip. Again, it's youtube.com/select screen. That's 5ELECT 5CREEN. We're also on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, we're there. Really appreciate you guys. Remember to choose your destiny, and we will see you next time. This is Select Screen out.